easy as ABC.
1, 2, 3, maybe you and me.
I was just watching the Jackson 5 movie for like the 30,000th time on VH1 the other day. Like, I swear, I kid you not, every time right before it went to commercial, it was like a climax from Joe Jackson, like him like threatening the kids, beating them, yelling at their girlfriends. Like right before it would go to commercial, for every time it was like Joe Jackson basically, you know, being the tough, rough father that he was to those, you know, those poor kids.
Joe Jackson was getting it cracking with them kids. He was not going. He was like, y'all, I will send you off to China and put you in a halfway house to make some Nike shoes.
Because he wants them kids under his spell, under his wing, till they 80 or something. Like that movie really highlights just how intense, you know, the Jackson 5 upbringing was. Like, you know, even the Jackson 8, whatever, with LaToya and you know, Randy, you know, the younger kids and stuff. Like they went through so much growing up, and you know, the pressure from their dad. That's why they're always closer to their mom. If you notice, they call their mom Mother and they call their father Joseph.
Right.
If anybody notices that. So that's a hint right there. That's telling the truth in a very different way, that hey, we're not really that close to you, or we don't relate to you, or we low-key hate you because of the life that you forced us to be in. They didn't have childhood. So they did not have childhood.
And that's why Michael Jackson, he talks about it even now. Like, I mean, I know this wasn't even a topic, but it's such a good subject because, I mean, you can tell that this happens to people around the world. Like, he had no childhood. And that's what he always used to talk about, and that's why people used to always victimize him and make it seem like, I mean, not victimize, villainize him and make it seem like he's the bad guy, because he just really didn't have much of a childhood. So he had to try to live it older. And if you got money, of course I'm going to live it up.
Exactly. So. And that's why Michael was the way he was before he died. That's why he loved animals and he loved children, because he didn't have his own childhood. So he tried to recreate that in his later years once he became independent from his father and Motown Records, like record label and stuff like that. That's why he tried to relive his childhood when it had already passed him. So that goes into adventure. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't, I mean, in those type of situations, that's not really an adventure. I feel like an adventure is something that you have the freedom to do what you want with that adventure, or, you know, what you want to see in the world and experience and learn and be inquisitive and curious about. And they couldn't hang with friends. They couldn't go to the movies. Having girlfriends was like, you know, they had to sneak around. So it reminds me a lot of my culture, Nigerian culture upbringing. It was like a lot of memories kind of coming from that. Of course, on a less intense level, because that family was just crazy.
Yeah, that family was on some other. But